Yo, the boys are finally getting a trip out to Japan.
You're comfortable with these responsibilities.
Oh, look at all this legroom. Train pass, which
smells like farts on it.
It does smell a little weird on here. We've been told that the train pass is the way to travel in Japan. First off, so far, it's like exactly how I imagined it to be, and it's amazing. Me and Mickey are sharing one room and the rest of the boys have the room right next to us. Something that I've been very curious about Japan is the toilets here. They are much different. Whoa.
ロアビルの手前のところで、ハードロックカフェがあるんですけれども。
Yo.
This garage is so safe.
Is it? Okay, this is our first Tokyo car meet. RWB everything. I have officially found the biggest wing I've ever seen on a car. First R34 sighting ever in Japan. And it's wide body too, Kev. Damn! So they're selling some RWB sweatshirts and t-shirts, and they have like hot cocoa and a heater pan out here. They're really grilling meats and have alcohol out, and everyone's just kind of hanging out, grilling their own meats and stuff. Can't say I've ever seen anything like this ever happen in the States. Boys, welcome to Japan. We are, where are we right now? Shibuya. We're in Waseda. 20 minutes outside of Tokyo, and it is the first day of Tokyo Auto Salons. Tokyo Auto Salon in Japan is pretty much like what SEMA is in the United States, except it's a little bit smaller, but it's like the true Japanese authentic style is all there. So we're gonna go check that out today. We are super, super hungry. We are 17 hours ahead of back at home. Me and Mickey were up today at 4 a.m. Tokyo time, and I didn't fall asleep until about 1 a.m. Tokyo time, so I only got like 3 hours of sleep. The sleeping schedule is completely fucked up, but I'm so excited, boy, because we finally in Japan. Let's go exploring. So before we get on the train and ride into the different city, we're gonna stop by 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven has delicacies that you have never seen in the States. Yo, look at this stuff. They have these pancake sandwiches, Ben. Check this out.
Probably sold out, they're probably amazing.
Our Japanese breakfast today, we got warm sweetened coffee, I think. I got ourselves some pancakes, grilled rice ball, I think it's just soy sauce. They're all pretty much cold, so I'm gonna start off with the pancakes first. Oh, there's like butter inside of it. And there's maple syrup inside. Oh my gosh. That is actually epic. So rather than taking an Uber or renting a car, we got the thing called the JR Pass. And essentially, it's like taking the subway of New York. We're taking the train systems all throughout Japan. And for like 260 bucks, you get like unlimited use to like most of all of these trainways. I literally just lost everybody. Kevin went this way. Follow me, Mick. So just like SEMA, we have no idea where we're currently going, but I do know that at 2 o'clock, the Liberty Walk 458 reveal is gonna be happening. So we're gonna go meet up with Copto around 1 o'clock, so we get there a little bit early. So we have about 3 or 4 hours to waste, walk around and check out what they got here. So I'm sure we can easily kill that time while we're here. All right, as cool as the Grady booth is with an R34 just planted right in front, what's even cooler is I just found an up garage. And if you don't know what an up garage is, it's pretty much like, how do you describe up garage? It's like just used car parts, but it's like performance car parts, and you can like go into the store and have stuff on the shelf. And they brought some of their inventory here. It's like if we wanted stuff, let's say we wanted to get like new brakes for an STI or whatever, you literally would come here, look, pick out used turbos, and it's all on the shelf. Rather than stateside, when you have to like buy something and you order it, you could literally come here and just buy used parts. And a little conversion that we've learned while we're here is that if you just take off the last 2 numbers, that's pretty much how much it is in US. So this is roughly like
1 to 100 about.
Yeah, so it's roughly like 220 bucks for the steering wheel. So I purposely underpacked for this trip, so if I can find anything that I want to bring home, I'm gonna try to pick some stuff stuff up. Look, right here. A trans and a drive shaft. That is one wild FD. Wow, it's bedazzled. This is like it's a woman's car. It's like bedazzled. I just found Gander doors for 140 bucks. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Seeing these companies that you think are so big, BN Sports, and there's Vertex down there. Then you get here and they're like super small, and it's like just two people running their whole entire booth. From what I've been told, and we'll see during this trip, is a lot of these big shops like Rocket Bunny and RE and Liberty Walk, they're not big shops. Aren't these big corporate companies that I think a lot of us in the stateside think they are. They're oftentimes really small, and I don't know, that's just really cool. All right, I just found probably my favorite booth out of the whole entire show. RE. I think they revealed a new front bumper. Yo, the thing is I like it, and I feel like most people wouldn't like that. But I think that's really cool. The bumper lights match what the sleek lights look like. What do you think of that front bumper?
Very unique, but I like it. It doesn't really take away from the shape of the FD, even though it juts out a lot. It's very modern looking. I like it.
I want to see it with the hood down.
It's kind of wide.
It has the wide body fenders on there, so it probably wouldn't fit anyway. But do you notice that the carbon has like blue on it? I can kind of get it on camera, but the carbon has like blue paint flake in it. You can kind of see it in the corner. Falcon by far has one of the coolest booths I've ever seen. Major presentation. That's really cool.
And a Raptor. That's kind of unheard of in Japan, no?
Taking a little pit stop to have a Japanese FTB. This is my first monster full of Japanese riding. And it's weird too, the monsters here are smaller than at home. It's about like the size of a Red Bull, but a little bit taller. This is the 458 Liberty Walk kit. We're gonna be staking out like front row to make sure we see this when they unveil it. We found our way into the Liberty Walk booth, because we're about to see the unveil of the 458. I don't know if this music is too loud. I probably won't be able to use any of this audio, but if I can, I guess good for me. And if not, I'll put text description over it so you can see what I'm saying. First look. So these vents actually do go through. The vents go straight through, and it's a two-piece skirt. So you have the rear piece, and then a fat diffuser in the back. Really wide. One of my favorite things is that the front end is like pointed, just like a LaFerrari. It's really hard to like get a good look at the car because there's so many people. You need to take in the car without being right up next to it. The whole inspiration for the car was supposed to be like a GT style. So notice there's no like rivets or no external hardware. So you do a full fender replacement, full front bumper. And then what's interesting is the rear quarter panel isn't riveted and isn't molded, but it's like seam sealed underneath. And then the vents on the front hood are not see-through, but it is vented. And there's just like a plastic cover underneath it so you don't get your like inside of your trunk wet, obviously. That 458 kit is absolutely wild. Now I know what you're all thinking, and I know what you all want me to say, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. If I had to pick a Meguiar's Paint Award, like we did at Stan Sports last year, would 100% be this 240. I like the depth in the paint, and like this like brown over fender copper match on this paint looks insane, and it's matched with like the copper lips, the bronze copper lips. My unofficial Meguiar's Paint Award goes to this 240. If I had a Meguiar's trophy, you'd be giving it as long as some product, but I don't. But if I had it, this would win for sure. It almost reminds me of like, is it sunburnt orange, Kev? BMW?
No.
Sunfire orange?
No,
I think it's burnt.
Sunburst?
I thought it was, if you're a BMW boy, comment it down below what color I'm trying to say. It's like a dark orange, but it has like, in the light, it like kind of brightens up a little bit. I've never liked orange as a paint choice, but this is actually super cool. Oh, left, corner, brake, left foot brake. Get out of the way. You're blowing it, Chief. Get off the track. I feel like I say this every time we travel internationally. I am so incredibly tired. I cannot vlog any longer. My body feels like I got ran over by a bus, and it feels like my mind is like 3 steps behind what my body's. Are you really farting as you're?
Nah, it's my shoe.
Long story short, wide body Ferrari, here we come. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
And I'm feeling